gentle stretch and strength yoga class this morning. My name is Elizabeth. I'll be here a few mornings out of the week in addition to in the evenings, and I also teach a Tuesday at the park at 5:30 p.m. Eastern time. But I will update you on classes that are coming up here in the future for my summer schedule. So please join me. We're going to go ahead and start down on the mat in Shavasana. Just go ahead and let your feet drop out to the side naturally. You can place your hands down by your side on your belly. Let your feet just fall open. We'll take a couple breaths, inhaling through the nose, exhale through the nose equally. If you like to close your eyes with me, it's okay too. Go ahead and bring the right leg up from the left leg. Bring the knees into your chest, hug them tight. Drop your head and chest and chin. Slowly massage out the lower back. Go ahead, extend the left leg, bring the right knee in. We're going to go ahead and open out the outer thigh, outer hip area. Go ahead and bring the right leg down to your side. If you have a block, that's okay too. You can rest your right leg on the block like so. But if not, just go ahead, slowly stretch out your right leg. Bring the right leg back in, hug it nice and tight. Drop the right knee over the left leg for a nice stretch. You can place your left hand on the outer thigh and gently press, or you could just stay right here. Maybe bring your hands to your belly or cactus your arms. Slightly press. Take a deep breath in here. Inhale. Bring the right knee into the chest, left knee into the chest, hug nice and tight. Again, curl that chin. Massage your lower back. This time, if you did the right leg, we'll do the left or the opposite leg. I'm going to go ahead and extend that right leg out in front of you. Go ahead and bring that left leg, stretching out that outer thigh and the outer hip, shoulder level. Go ahead and bring that left knee back in. Drop the right leg over the left leg. Slightly press on the outer thigh, outer hip. Or go ahead and cactus your arms. Go ahead and bring that left knee into your chest, the right knee, and we're going to go ahead and slowly roll over to our side, and we're going to lift up to a tabletop position. So here we are, we're in a neutral position. Just make sure everything is stacked, and you have your elbows over your wrists, keeping them nice, slightly spread your fingertips so we don't dump all the weight into our wrists. Go ahead and remove my props that I have. But keep them close by if you do have them. I'm going to show you some modifications. We're going to go ahead and do a couple cat and cows to warm up the spine. Go ahead and arch that back like a scared cat. Drop the head and neck in between your forearms and just release all that tension and stress in your neck and your head. Maybe shaking side to side, yes or no. Go ahead and flatten the back. Maybe look down or look at the edge of your mat. Just don't put any stress or force on your head or neck. Go ahead and arch. We're going to do a couple at your own pace, at your own flow. Stretching that head and neck. Maybe this time go ahead and take a deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Drop the head in between the forearms. Come meet me back to tabletop. We're going to go ahead and stretch out and do some circle rolls for our outer thigh and outer hip. And I'm going to go ahead and turn around so that you can see me as I do my right leg. It may look like left leg on your side. We'll go ahead and do some circle rolls. And if you like, you can reverse with me. And we'll go ahead and do the same thing on the left side. Right leg down to meet the left leg. Bring that left knee up. Go ahead and do a few circle rolls. Really warming up the body. And then when you're ready, go ahead and do reverse circle rolls. One more time. Bring the left knee down to meet the right knee. We're going to curl the toes in. And as we do so, we're going to go ahead and lift a few inches above this hanging over the mat. Or you can come join me for a downward dog, facing dog. You can go ahead and modify and keep the knees there and bring the hands out just a little bit more to the edge of your mat to puppy pose if you like. Make sure again that we spread our fingers a little bit wide, get a good grip on the mat. Go ahead, maybe pedal the feet out a little bit if you like for a nice calf stretch. Get those legs warmed up for a few energetic poses for Sun Salutation A, and maybe a couple of warrior poses for some strength. Good job. Take a deep breath in here. Inhale, exhale. This time looking at the edge of your mat, and we're going to slowly walk the right foot to the left foot till we're closer to the edge of the mat. We're going to ragdoll, just kind of hang here and generously fold over your knees. Let go of any tension in your head and neck. We're going to go ahead, slowly roll one vertebrae up at a time. Nice and easy till we come to a standing position. So here we are. Tadasana, mountain pose. Standing up nice and tall, roll the shoulders back. Make sure that our feet are hip distance apart if you like, or you can bring the big toes. Just don't roll the thighs inward or the knees inward. Standing up nice and tall, roll the shoulders back, chest is open, palms facing out. Take a deep breath, inhale. And exhale, bring the arms up over your head. We're going to do a nice easy stretch over to the right side. Hands come to prayer. Back to the center, to the left. Inhale, exhale to the right, inhale to the center. We'll go ahead and take one more nice easy little bend, just a little bend to the side. One more time, right. Back to the center and left. We're going to go ahead, we're going to warm up with Sun Salutation A. We're going to do the beginning part. So we're going to go ahead, I'm going to show you a couple different ways to do Sun Salutation A. Mountain pose, sweep the arms up over your head, and you can dive forward to the mat. Go ahead, take a halfway lift from the hands on the front of your shin if you like. Flatten the back, just pretend like you're holding a little cup of tea and you're trying to balance it. Nice strong spine, straight, going through the crown of your head. So you might want to look down, maybe look towards the edge of the mat, but don't force your head or neck up like what I'm doing right here. So we're going to go ahead and forward fold again, knees generously bent. This time inhale, sweep the arms up and around. We're going to bring our hands to prayer. Prayer to center. And then you can go ahead and forward fold. That's the second pose that I'm actually showing you. Tadasana, you can do a couple different things. Go ahead, forward fold, keep those knees slightly bent. You could bring your hands to the mat if you like, keep them in prayer. Generously forward fold over your knees, stay right here. Take a deep breath, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And again, reach the arms up and around, or you can bring your hands to prayer. Whatever's comfortable for you. We're going to do one more. We're going to go ahead, dive forward, bring your hands to prayer. Go into that nice fold. Relax that head and neck. Knees can be generously bent. Really gripping the mat with your toes. Go ahead, halfway lift. Flatten that back. Going through the crown of your head, nice and strong. Forward fold. Sweep the arms up and around. And then go ahead back to Tadasana. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to add the other half. And we're going to put it all together. So we're going to go ahead and we're actually going to go and do a few rounds. So we're going to go ahead and sweep our arms up and around. Exhale, forward fold. We've been here. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Stay right here. Yogi ears on. Go ahead, walk the hands out into a high plank if you like. We can go ahead and drop the knees down for modification and curl the toes if you like. But for now, we'll go into a high plank. Make sure the fingertips are spread a little bit wide. Don't dump all the waist into the wrist. Keep those shoulders away from your ears. Gaze down. Take a deep breath, inhale. Now we're gonna exhale, uncurl the toes, slowly come all the way down to the ground. Nice and easy, bring the elbows close into your side. We're gonna go ahead and do a mini Cobra. Go ahead, lower back down to the ground. Let's do a few more. Inhale as we lift up. Exhale, really open up that chest in front of you. Inhale up. And exhale. As we exhale, we're gonna curl our toes in. We can come to tabletop if you like, to downward dog. Go ahead and pedal out the feet. Relax that head and neck. Take a deep breath, inhale. Bring the right foot forward to meet the left. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Forward fold. Bring the arms up, sweep them up and around, or to prayer, yogi ears on. We're gonna go ahead and dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. We're gonna go ahead to more of a flow, a little more energetic. Go ahead and walk out to plank, yogi ears on. High plank, low plank modification. We can go ahead, bring those elbows close in. Go ahead, flip the toes to the top of the toes. Upward dog or mini Cobra if you like. Go ahead, curl those toes in, lift up, inhale, exhale to downward dog. Take a deep breath, inhale here. How are you? Are you with me? Inhale. Now exhale. Let's travel to the edge of the mat. Bring the left foot to meet the right foot. Here we are, knees slightly bent. Forward fold generously if you like. Inhale, halfway lift. Good job. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up. And we're gonna go ahead and dive into our forward fold, or you can bring the hands to heart center. Again, keeping a nice grip, grounded in the heels. Halfway lift. How are you doing? Are you with me? Go ahead, forward fold. Go ahead and walk out to a plank if you like, or modified plank. Uncurl the toes, pull the belly button in. Make sure everything is stacked. Nice little wide grip in our fingertips. Chaturanga, or you can modify. No matter how you want to do it, your level, I want you to feel comfortable. Take a deep breath, inhale, exhale. I'm going to go ahead to upward dog. When you're with me, you can bring the knees down to the mat if you like. You can take a tabletop to downward dog. Your version, doesn't matter. Take a deep breath, inhale. Exhale, looking at your shins. This time we're gonna look forward to the edge of the mat as we travel, glide, or hop. Left leg comes in. Then the right leg. Take a deep breath, inhale up, halfway lift. Exhale, yogi ears on. Sweep the arms up and around. And this time we're gonna go ahead and sink into chair. So here we are in chair. Make sure knees are hip distance apart. Knees are not over your toes. We're gonna stand up nice and tall, and we'll eventually sink a little bit deeper. Take a deep breath, inhale. More of a challenge, you can bring your arms up in front of you, hands on the hips, or to prayer. We're gonna go ahead and take a deep breath, inhale. Now we're gonna exhale, and we're gonna bring the left elbow to the right knee. Now here's a time too, if you have a block, you can stay right here. Left elbow comes over to the right knee. You can look over your right shoulder, or you can look down towards your feet for more balance. If you want to use a block, that's okay too. For support, and you can rest your right hand on your lower right part of your lower back. Stay here with me, or you can just stay here. We don't need a block for this, but it is here if you need it. Take a deep breath, inhale. Sink to chair, exhale. We're gonna go ahead and do the other side. So we're gonna go ahead and turn right elbow to left knee. You can look over your left shoulder if you like. You need a little support, that's okay. Placing the left hand on your left side of your lower back. Or we can stay here in prayer, and you can look down to make sure, we're keeping our balance. Pulling that belly button in. Take a deep breath, inhale. and exhale to chair. Now we're gonna go ahead and step out to the edges, the corners of our mat. And we're gonna go into a 5-star. Knees are slightly bent. You're gonna bring the hands up over your head and we're gonna sink into a squat. So we're gonna do a few squats, sinking deep, keeping the shoulders back and down, really working our legs, our buttocks, our thighs. Good job, nice and strong here. Inhale up, and then exhale, sinking deep. One more time, inhale up, and then exhale. We're gonna go ahead and sweep our arms out to the side, and we're gonna go ahead back into a 5-star. But this time, yogi ears on, we're gonna go ahead and forward fold. So here we are. We're gonna go ahead, take a deep breath. Exhale, stretching out the right thigh, back of the leg. Hold it here, keep the knees bent if you like. Maybe if you want more of a stretch, you can take a nice easy move. Just kind of lunging a little bit. Take a deep breath, inhale here. Exhale over to the left side. Again, take any movement that you like, or you could just stay here. Hold on to your left thigh, pulling the head and chest down. Grabbing the wrist, or the ankle if you like. Walking the wrist out, maybe taking a little movement. Take a deep breath, inhale. Exhale. We're gonna go ahead and slowly, and you can bring your hands up to your shins if you like, but we're gonna go ahead and slowly roll one vertebrae up at a time. Take a deep breath, inhale. Exhale, stepping to the left side of your mat, or right. And we're gonna go ahead and take a deep breath, inhale. And we're gonna exhale, we're gonna forward fold. We're gonna go into a halfway lift. Forward fold, yogi ears on. We're gonna bring the right leg behind us. And starts off as a runner lunge. We're gonna bring that right foot into a 45-degree angle, maybe working the left foot out a little bit so we can kind of get a grip and lengthwise, depending on how tall you are or how much flexibility you have. We're gonna go ahead and make sure the knee is over your left ankle, and you're gonna lift up through your heels, really plant firm into the ground. Strong, pulling the belly button in. We're not gonna use that lower back, but we're gonna use our legs as we strongly lift up to a warrior one. Now you can bring the hands up or you can bring them out in front of you. You can bring your hands to prayer or on your hips. I'm gonna go ahead and check in with our body right now because I wanna do some adjustments right here. So make sure the knee is 90 degrees, the right foot is 45, and we're standing up nice and tall, and we're shifting our weight, and we're squaring our shoulders and our hips to the edge of the mat. We're taking a deep breath, inhale. Now we're gonna go ahead and exhale, dance our feet, hands down to the ground. You can take that high plank if you like. Plank, modified plank. Again, do not dump all the weight into your wrists. We're gonna go ahead, chaturanga, mini cobra, and curl the toes. This time I'm gonna take it all the way down to the mat into a upward dog, facing dog. Doesn't matter, this is your class and how you wanna get there. Take a deep breath, inhale, curl the toes and exhale the downward dog. Go ahead and pedal the feet out. Take a deep breath, inhale, exhale, look to the edge of your mat. We're gonna go ahead and travel hop. We're gonna go ahead and lift, halfway lift, Sun Salutation A, forward fold. This time, sweep the arms up and around, and we're gonna go ahead and sink into chair. There we go. We're back in a chair. We've been here before. Again, the knees do not want to go over the toes. A little bit stronger, catching our breath. Take a deep breath, inhale, exhale. This time we're gonna walk the feet out a little bit wider. We're getting ready for a yogi squat. Okay, a little bit wider, and we're gonna go ahead and sink down deep into. If you can, get there as easy as you want or come to a seated position. Again, we can use a block if you like and place the block right here. I'm gonna go ahead and show you. You can sit on the block if you like for balance, support, and stability, sitting up nice and tall. If you don't have the block, that's okay too. If your heels are up a little bit, that's okay. We're gonna go ahead, if you have a wall, I would suggest, lengthening your spine, using the wall for support if you can. Right now, we're gonna press our elbows to our inner thighs and lift up, up, up. Take a deep breath, inhale. Exhale. Catching that breath, nice and strong, pulling that belly button in, shoulders back. Couple more breaths. In through the nose, out through the nose. 1, 2, 3, one more time. Inhale. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way down to the seat. Yes, here we are. All right, let's go ahead and flex the feet, point the toes a little bit. So we have been doing some squats and some strong warrior ones. Good job. We're gonna go ahead and take a deep breath. Inhale, bringing the heels together. But this time we're gonna do a half butterfly. So you got the right leg in, left leg extended out. Bring that right heel to the inner left thigh. We're gonna bring our hands up over our head. And as we exhale, we're gonna go ahead, keep that left knee slightly bent, pull on the right toe or the ankle. And we're just gonna hang here, really get into that stretch and hold it here if you like. Again, you keep that knee slightly bent. Maybe we reach out to the edge of our mat a little bit. Go ahead and play a little more music. Hold that stretch a little bit more. You should feel under the back of your thigh, hamstrings. Take a deep breath, inhale, exhale, and slowly walk back up to the center. And we're gonna go ahead and extend the right leg in front of you. Bring the left leg in, left heel and toes meet the inner thigh. Go ahead, take a deep breath, bring the arms up over your head, sweep them up and exhale, reaching down, hands to the mat, to the ankle, to the big toe. Relax that head and neck. You can also bring a block underneath to your left knee if you like, if you have blocks. If you don't, that's okay. We're not forcing any movements here, just getting a nice stretch now that our ligaments and our tendons and our fascia tissue are nice and warmed up. We can go ahead into our yin poses. Some stretching for the next 10 minutes. And maybe take a deep breath, inhale. If your hands are on the mat, you can just reach out a little bit further and hang here. We'll go ahead and bring the left leg to meet the right. So we got both feet in front of us, and we're lifting up nice and tall. We're gonna go ahead, bring our hands up, and we're gonna hinge forward, maybe grabbing our heels or big toes or our shins, keeping the knees generously bent. Go ahead into a forward fold. Relax that head and neck. If you have a blanket, a rolled up blanket, you can place it underneath your knees for support. You can also put it underneath your sits bones if you like, for a little more support. And we're just gonna hang here for another minute or so. Take a deep breath, maybe exhale if your hand's on the mat, reaching out a little bit more. We're gonna go ahead and slowly roll up, one vertebrae at a time. And if you have any props, we'll go ahead and move them to the side for right now. We'll go ahead and bring your hands out in front of you. Knees are slightly bent, pulling the belly button in, roll the shoulders back. We're gonna slowly, make sure you have a little room here. We're gonna slowly roll one vertebrae back at a time. As we slowly come all the way down to our mat. Good job. We're gonna go ahead and take a nice opposition, a bridge pose. So go ahead and bend your knees. Make sure you can touch the heels. You're about hip distance apart. Hands can come gently down to the side, or underneath you. Maybe your hands are placed in a basket grip. We're going to go ahead and lift up towards the sky, to the ceiling, squeezing through our gluteus maximus, our hamstrings, front and back of our thighs. You can even feel a stretch in the lower back. We're going to go ahead and lower to the ground. Maybe next time we'll lift a little bit higher, 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 squeeze tight. Don't let those knees drop out to the side, nice and strong. This time we'll go ahead and we'll link our breath as we come up one more time. We'll go ahead and take a deep breath, inhale. And then exhale as we lower to the ground. Good job. We're going to go ahead and do a nice pose for the side of our body, a nice stretch. So we're going to bring our feet to the left corner of the mat. Maybe you might want to bump the hip out to the right a little bit. So it looks like this. And then we're going to bring our arms up and over to the left side. A nice side body stretch. Maybe you want to grab your right wrist, gently pull on that just a little bit for more of a stretch, or just stay here with me. Enjoy that nice stretch along the side of the right side of your body. We'll stay here for about another 30 seconds. Deep breath, inhale, exhale, maybe reach your hands over your head like so. For a nice morning stretch if you have the room. We're going to go ahead and do the other side. So this time kick your legs out to the right corner of your mat and then bring your arms up and over, bumping the hip out to the left, this time reaching your arms up and over to the right side of your mat. So you look like a banana. It's a banana shape. This time maybe if you want more of a stretch, you can grab your left wrist and gently pull up and out if you can, or just stay right here. Or you could just place your hands on your belly if you like. But you should feel a nice stretch on the side of your left side of your body. And we're going to stay here for maybe another minute or so. And I want you to concentrate on this side and breathing into it. Maybe one side is a little tighter than the other, and that's normal, that's okay. Just breathe into that area that's really tight. Really concentrate on that area. Breathe into it. Take a deep breath in through the nose and exhale through the nose. If you need to bump out your hip a little bit more, feel more of that stretch on the left side of your body. And we got that banana shape. We'll go ahead and stay here for another 20 seconds. Inhale, exhale, bring the knees into the chest, tuck the chin into the chest, hug really, really tight. Give yourself a big squeeze for a good job today, this morning. Thank you for joining me on the mat today, getting ready for the day ahead of us. Go ahead and massage out the lower back if you like. We'll go ahead and grab our big toes. Keep our knees slightly bent, or you can grab your shins, or you can grab your calves, whatever is comfortable for you. We'll go ahead and take some organic stretching moves, maybe one leg at a time, maybe both legs. Meet me in happy baby. Rock side to side if you like to massage out your lower back. Go ahead and bring those knees back down to your chest and hug them tight one more time. Take a deep breath, exhale. You can go ahead and take your style, your comfort zone of Shavasana. You keep your knees bent, or you can bring your legs out in front of you and just let your feet naturally drop to the side. Maybe you bring your hands up on your belly, or cactus your arms, whatever you're comfortable with. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a blanket. If you have a blanket, you can roll it up, or a pillow, place it underneath your head. Or if it's a little chilly wherever you are, you can use a blanket and cover up with it. And you can stay in Shavasana as long as you like. We're going to stay here for a couple minutes before I close the class. We'll listen to some nature. Stay here as long as you like. If you like to pose class with me, we'll go ahead and go with toes and our fingers. Your eyes were closed, we can slightly open them. Maybe shake out your legs a little bit. Go ahead and get ready to turn onto our side when you're ready. Fetal pose. Pose of rebirth. And get ready to get started with today and get energized for the day. We are mentally strong, physically strong. We are prepared for anything today. Take a deep breath, inhale. Exhale, lift up. Maybe you bring that left hand in front of you and slowly come up to a seated position. You can cross your legs, you can bring your left leg over your right or right over left, whatever you're comfortable with. I'm going to go ahead and sit in easy seat. Go ahead and bring your hands to heart center. And when you're ready, I ask you, or I invite you to bow with me in unison. The light in me honors the light in every one of you. Thank you for